Now I'm going to show you how to create your own campaign. So we go back to your ads manager and click on create. On the top level, on the campaign level, you set the objective of your campaign. It might be awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. In the high ticket market, we use leads and sales, and we only start. It's the best recommendation for you to start with the leads campaign. Why so? Because in the high ticket marketing, sales happen on a rare basis, like 1 out of 10, 20, or even 50. So you feed your Facebook pixel with only one event a week and so on. That's why you don't train it, in fact, and that's why it's better to create a campaign for the leads objective. However, if you run a tripwire funnel when you have a low ticket product, that way you get purchases on a more frequent basis, and that's where creating a campaign with a purchases objective is more recommended, because that's how you train your pixel on a way more frequent basis. So on the top level, on the campaign level, we set the objective. Also, the budget thing. You have two options here, campaign budget and ad set budget. If you set a campaign budget, that means that your campaign automatically redistributes your budget across your ad sets. If you set the budget strategy on the ad set level, that means that your ad sets spread your budget across your ads, so one level below. I prefer to use ad set budget. That way we have more control. And remember one thing, you also have this tick here, share some of your budget with other ad sets. I recommend that you leave this tick off, because otherwise Meta will decide for you where to spend this 20%. It's not recommended. That way you have less control of what you do. So we're done here. So as for A/B test, it's better to use it if you have enough experience for it. So let's go to this level called ad set. This is where you set up your targeting, your placement, the age of your audience. This is where you gather your audience, in fact. First of all, you start with the name. You can set any name that you need. Then we set up the conversion location. Choose where you want to generate leads. In most cases, we use website. Of course, we want to maximize the number of leads. And this is where you choose your pixel, the pixel that you've just created. And this is where you choose the event that you want Facebook to be trained on. So we started this campaign for leads. That's why we train Facebook on this event exactly. So remember what I told you about the budget, CBO, company budget optimization, or ABO, ad set budget optimization. So I chose ad set budget, and that's why we choose our budget here. For testing purposes, $50 a day is enough. The audience part. This is where we set up your audience. This is where we set the minimum age, and here is the tricky part. Facebook always recommends to use its Advantage Plus leads campaign, so it wants us to use AI. Well, it's a good option. It is a good option, but when you start and actually when you gather more experience, it's better if you have more control of what you do. And that's why we actually always turn this off, because we want to set up the maximum age as well, and Advantage Plus doesn't allow us to do that. So we go down, we scroll down, and you see this tricky part. Facebook's interface gets always updated, and it always hides its tricky buttons. So right now, the place where we turn Advantage Plus off is in further limit the reach of your ad. So it doesn't want us to change it to manual setup. That's why we choose further limit the reach of your ads. In fact, we don't limit the reach of our ads. It's a tricky part. Now, as you can see, we can set up the maximum age as well. Most clients go beyond 65, so that's why I set up still wide audience, but below 65. And I usually take this off. Also, here's where you set up your countries and so on. If you've saved your audience before, which I highly recommend, you can save this audience. You can also find this menu in the left, audience. This is where you gather your audience, save it, you set your interest, and so on. Now let's go down to our placements. Placements are places where people are likely to respond and see your ad. And once again, Facebook always suggests its AA function Advantage Plus. It always keeps it on. And that's where I highly recommend to dive in your settings and turn some placements off. For example, you just see, I just clicked on it. So you see you have several platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and Threads. In most cases, you don't need such placements such as Messenger and Threads. It's better to use Facebook and Instagram. That's enough. It has the biggest audience. So we turn them off. You only leave Facebook and Instagram. Also, once again, you have this tricky tick. Allow limited spending to excluded placements. We'll aim to spend around 5% of your budget for each excluded placement. So once again, Facebook wants us to spend more and more. It wants us just to blow our budget. And that's why we don't allow it to do that. We take this off. We don't allow it to spread some of our budget on Threads, Messenger, WhatsApp, and so on. So we want more control. That's pretty enough. We can continue. In fact, we can actually have more controls here. Feeds, stories, status, reels, in-stream ads. We can leave them all. That's okay. Now let's go to the next level, the level of ads. This is where we set up our creatives, videos, images, carousels, and so on. Identity. This is where we need to choose a Facebook page or an Instagram profile because we act as a brand here. So we have two options, a Facebook page or an Instagram profile. Facebook page is easier. So we go to manual upload, multi-advertiser ads, optional. I prefer to switch it off. Destination. This is where you place your targeted link. For example, I can use ours. And display link. So your ad links might be really long. They can contain a lot of parameters and so on. And you have this display link option. So you enter the link that you want to show on your ad. For example, you said TrendMoneyOnline.com and you set the display link which shows TrendMoney.ai. It's a very useful thing, by the way. Browser add-ons. By the way, you can always click on the info button to see more information about what you're going to do. For example, browser add-ons. It helps people connect with you by adding a contact method in the app browser on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and Threads. We don't need it. Add creative. This is where you actually upload your pictures, videos, and so on. And URL parameters. That's pretty simple. If you have any parameters like UTM source, campaign, and so on, if you have them, you need to paste them to track your analytics. We use that a lot, of course, for sure. If you don't have them, no worries, you can skip it. And then you hit publish. Then your ad goes in review for some amount of time. It may range from 1 minute to 1 day. You can't say for sure. You just wait, and then your ad goes live. If it follows the community guidelines, if Facebook allows you to run this ad. And once again, we have those toggle buttons off. For example, in our experience, we prefer to first publish campaigns and only then to run them. So before publishing them, we turn the toggle off. That's a good thing to know. So the testing strategy. Week 1 to week 2 is the test phase. Set your budget roughly around $50 a day. That's enough. Use 3 to 5 different creatives in one ad set. Use one broad audience. Look at your cost per lead and cost per booking, not your clicks. And week 3, scale. If the metrics are solid, increase the budget by 20 to 30% every 2 or 3 days. And add new creatives, but do not change the audience drastically. Build custom audiences of people who reach the booking stage to use for retargeting. The golden rule here is do not kill a campaign after 2 to 3 days of no results. The algorithm needs time to learn, usually 3 to 5 days. On the other hand, if the CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions, is insanely high, kill it. It's better to duplicate your campaign and restart it, rather than just keeping it on and see that your CPM is way high and it grows even more. So relaunch it in an hour. A sign of creative fatigue is when your CPM starts rising. Once again, CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions. So you always pay Facebook for impressions, for views. So if your CPM goes higher, that means it's time to refresh your ads. How does retargeting work now? Separate retargeting campaigns in the traditional sense are no longer necessary. Here's how to do retargeting now. Go to Audiences. Create a custom audience, for example, from a customer list, website traffic, or Instagram engagement. Launch a campaign and select only this specific audience on the ad set level. For example, gather a list of people who reached the thank you page and run a retargeting campaign pushing an upsell specifically to them. So, to recap this video, Meta Ads is the best starting point for launching paid traffic thanks to its unlimited experience in its big ecosystem and powerful AI algorithm. Ad campaigns follow a 3-tier structure: campaign, ad set, ad. Campaign objective. For high-ticket funnels, start with leads. For low-ticket, you can jump straight to sales. You must use the Pixel Plus Conversion API setup. Place 2 or even more pixels on your page as your insurance policy. Meta constantly pushes Advantage Plus, so check it everywhere. Experienced media buyers prefer manual setups. AI enhancements often bring in junk traffic and give you less control. Test, analyze, scale. Give the algorithm 3 to 5 days to learn and focus on bottom line metrics, not clicks. Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video.